What's up, everybody, to this week's episode of Everybody Eats. My name is Briss.
I'm Cheese.
And this week we have our very special guest, Zach Fresh. Hey. Thank you for coming to the show.
Appreciate it.
So Zach is a rapper, artist from Columbus, Ohio, that performs throughout the state, if not on a larger scale.
Get beheaded, whoa, gang, nigga, gang awareness, gang.
Yeah.
We're gonna say that.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Flex.
Right. You also are part of MOUF Worldwide, correct?
Yep.
And is there anything else I'm forgetting?
No.
Any other affiliations?
No, you good.
Okay, good.
For the most part.
Okay. What's up? But yeah, man. We've been waiting to have you come over here for a while, so it's good to finally have you on here.
On top, I'm geeked. I'm a fan of the show, so.
Right, we do, for real.
On top.
So for sure. So first question, obviously, so how did rap start for you as a primary desire and a fuel for your life?
Well, growing up, a lot of my grandfather, he would play the piano. My older cousin, he was the one that got me into wanting to rap and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first person I ever seen have his own home studio set up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was younger, he would never let me get into it because I was just a youngin'. They wasn't trying to let me be around. But eventually, the older I got, the more I just kept at it and just was doing my own thing, making my own stepping stones. That's just kind of typically him is what got me into it. My older cousin is what got me into doing.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not that. I wanted to play sports. I ain't wasn't about to go to the league or nothing. But sports wasn't really my forte.
Right.
And music was. So that's what I had to do for real.
Okay. Do you play any sports?
I played basketball in school.
Okay.
But mostly street ball, street football, stuff like that.
Okay.
Nothing too much organized. Only thing I played in that was organized in school was basketball. So that was it for real.
Okay. So I'm sure you had some influences like celebrity rappers that you had growing up,
mm-hmm.
That maybe either influenced your styles or how you wanted to represent yourself. So what major influences did you have?
As early as I could think back, definitely Wayne was everybody's. If
he
was trying to pursue me.
Pretty general, yeah.
Wayne was everybody wanted to rap like him, do the bars and everything. So of course, at an early on, he was like my influence.
Mm-hmm.
Then as time went on, you got Drake coming out now. With, at this point in time, it was just like introducing the singing and rap. And even I know there was other artists that was doing that too, but
mm-hmm.
Drake was a big influence. Kanye is a big influence. Just how he can freely express himself and not have any boundaries whatsoever. I feel like having no boundaries is the most important thing about being a creative.
Yeah.
When you limit yourself, then you just limit your work too. So.
That's true. For sure.
But definitely them three up. And then, like I said, growing up in our household too, we listen to a lot of old school music, which, why I incorporate singing a lot in my music now is because we listen to the Temptations, Diana Ross, Sam Cooke, so forth. So that's what I was raised around with my grandparents. So they had some influences in my music too, and that's why I incorporated the singing into it now.
Okay, cool. So would you say your sound has more of a smoother vibe to it, or how would you describe it in your own words?
Flavorful, because I can do
flavor.
For real, I can pretty much do, whatever it is that I'm feeling at the moment, whatever it is that I'm into. I turn up obviously, so I can do the hype records. I can do the singing Smoov records.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like my music just it has a euphoric sound about it, whether it is a upbeat or a slow thing, but it's something that can just catch you, kind of put you in a trance type thing.
Okay.
At least that's how I feel about it. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna disagree with you.
You're right.
No, I don't think
I wouldn't quite say. You might be pushing. Nah, that's funny. So, what would you say at your point in your career did it go from like being like just a hobby to something that you took like really, really seriously? Like, or unless it was always that serious to you, maybe.
It was always serious, but when I really noticed it becoming serious on its own, like I always took doing music serious, but when I did a record with Soulja Boy and started going on tour with him when I was younger, it just was like, okay, this is the real deal. This is possible. This is something I can do. You know, and then just from then forward, it's been nothing but elevation. I mean, of course, it's peaks and valleys and everything, but you know, I mean, that's when that moment happened. That's when I knew I was like, okay, this is possible for real.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that actually. What track was that you did with him?
This was back when I was like 13 when we did this. Then it was called Ride Real Slow. Okay. Me, him, and A-Rap.
Okay.
Whatever happened to A-Rap?
Right.
He ain't on it with the music no more. He just couldn't take the fame for real.
Oh.
So that's why you don't see he's not on social media no more.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, nah. You got to fall back, man. I mean, you got to think too. Like, not saying A-Rap was necessarily playing the shadow for Soulja for the most part, but it's just like, you know, like what we was talking earlier, like it can get overwhelming when you get placed into that, especially, you know, when Soulja and A-Rap was like, 16 when they signed their deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were young and you know, that's a lot to take on for real. Especially if you don't know what you're getting into. Even when I wasn't on that aspect yet, it was a lot for me to take on being 13, because it's just like, all right, I gotta leave school to go to Atlanta, and I really don't want to go for real. I just want to, you know, go kick it with my homies and just play ball or something.
Right.
Or, you know, it was situations where, you know, people might have not liked the music I was doing when I was 13, and I might have felt some way about it now. You know what I mean? It was just, you know, what a normal kid would feel.
Right. Typical teenager.
Being placed in that. So, I don't know. It was rough. But A-Rap, it's the same thing. You know, for the most part.
Okay. One thing I wanted to know was, you know, since you've been obviously gaining more and more popularity with each passing year, you've done a number of different shows and whatnot, especially with like one of your more recent ones being The Experience. So what would you say has been your favorite show or performance you've ever done, if you can think of it?
The one that I ever done, the best one I ever done was, man, that's a tough one, because now I think about it, the first thing that comes to mind with the best one I ever done was it was me, Soulja Boy, Machine Gun Kelly, and this is right before MGK had got signed too, and we had headlined a show in Youngstown, at the Cavelli Center, which is like their big stadium, and there's footage online as well, so tune in if you need to.
We're gonna put it on there.
But it was a stadium packed with 5,000 people, and I mean, you know, that was my first time actually going in front of that many people and putting on a great performance, and like just hearing everybody yelling my name and you know, like that was one of my favorite shows for sure. But because that was a while ago, Breakaway might have been my favorite.
I was thinking about that too.
Breakaway was my, you know, it gave me that feeling again. Because I enjoy being on the bigger stages, not so much because of it being a bigger stage, but just because, you know, a lot of artists that get on those big stages don't really know how to fully scale the stage or come prepared with how to do a call and response or keep the crowd reaction or keep the crowds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, those big stages just mean so much more to me than I'm not gonna say more than the little stages, but like, just those big stages was always my favorite place to be.
To do, so
it definitely takes more to do, because you gotta.
It's just more impactful.
You up there to entertain, and people are there for a show. You know what I mean? You might go to a club and see somebody performing, like, man, I'm about to go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Be little stuff like that as compared to an actual concert when people are coming to be entertained regardless of who's on stage. And a lot of people who get on stage and forget that and get salty and not realize, you know, why the crowd ain't fucking with me. Can I put me?
Yeah, you can go. All types of bitches. This ain't family friendly.
I once every.
At least,
yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I done seen people be on stage and be like, damn, why they ain't fucking with me on, you know, oh, y'all ain't fucking with this, and not realizing that what it takes to entertain somebody, like, you know what I mean? It's but that's always been my favorite thing to do, is just big stages, get up there, entertain. And, you know, Big James or Nasha Go, what he go by now.
Right, yeah.
And Kent will tell you, like, when it comes to performances, like, I'm like punctual with each transition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the call, what call and response we're gonna do in between this record. You know, the transition, the order of the records. You know, what makes sense to, are we gonna take them high and bring them low? Or are we gonna, you know, start low, bring them high, interchange it, you know.
Be very meticulous.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
For sure.
You take it very seriously.
Very.
Okay. You have any question?
One last question.
Okay.
You can answer it at any point during the show, because it might take a second to think about. What's a bar that you wish you came up with?
Ooh, that's a banger.
That's a bar that I wish I came up with. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one. We're gonna have to revisit that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna think about that one though.
That's bad. All right. Well, thank you for answering those other ones. For sure. We appreciate that. But yeah, so this week we all went to Ginevra Cafe, which is a Somalian restaurant located on Morse Rd up in North Columbus. Parking wise, it's a few spots.
Parking lot.
Yeah, it's a small parking lot. I think they also have a drive-through, but I'm not sure if it's.
They
I think people were using it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so yeah, there's a drive-through. Should you want to use it. But yeah, you walk into the restaurant and you'll notice how I like that there's like a glass like wall kind of, which I don't know about me, but like anytime I see like glass, I immediately think like, oh, this is like a nicer place. You feel me? Like it's the
what?
like in terms of
nice
they got windows.
it's a nice aesthetic. Yeah, like when you see reflections and shit, like I don't know, to me, especially when you have like lights like bouncing off of different stuff.
Okay.
It was, I feel like, not that I thought it was gonna look bad when I walked in there, but it was even better than I thought it was gonna be once I walked in.
It's like a ugly girl with jokes though. Like
Sure, let's go with that.
Might be bad.
She got jokes.
Or an average looking girl with a great personality.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. It's like that. But no, so we walk in there and we walk up to the counter. You know, they have the menu right there.
Yep.
Also, they have hold on, I forgot to say, they have a whole bunch of like books right there when you first walk in.
Yeah, it's low-key a library for I don't know.
Like,
they got Tom Clancy books and shit. Like I don't know why they have Tom Clancy books in there.
You gotta think too, like foreigners are like, they coming from another. They're big on education.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
most
for
foreigners
sure.
are like, you know, go to school. That's their main thing. So I think that's why there's like a lot of books there too.
That makes sense.
For sure. I liked it. It was a nice little touch.
That's cool.
Yeah. Give you something to read while you waiting.
Yeah. Library, we about to eat.
You're not gonna use this like some magazine or something. Like a whole ass
like sit down and relax.
right.
Book.
Dewey Decimal System and everything.
We exaggerating. It's not that many books.
Right. It's a good number though. So yeah. But so yeah, so we walk up to the counter, you have like the menu right there. You also have like, you know, the pamphlet with the menu on there as well. So we all ordered well, we all got the same
size.
I was about to go to the appetizer bit. I was like, we're gonna get this drink first.
Oh
yeah.
Alright, so like when you walk in, it's a cooler, right? And it's like, you know, Sprite and like there's some Perrier in there, some I don't know, some Tropicana or some shit.
Right.
And then it's just this random like stack of cups with like some red looking shit in it. And I'm like, yo, what is this? And the young lady was like, oh, it's a smoothie. And then she just kept going about her business. I'm like, well, like what kind of smoothie? Like, it's like I don't know what fruits you put together to get this color. Like this is interesting. And then she was like, I think it's I don't even know. I don't even know what she said. But then she was like, yeah. And then like they put some Kool-Aid in there, and I'm like, yup, nope, I'm sold. Like I gotta try it. Like niggas is making smoothies with Kool-Aid. Like it probably defeats the purpose, but
yeah, probably. You did like,
yeah. But still, I don't know. I had to try it. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Like it's good. It was just too sweet. It kind of it kind of tastes like applesauce, but like with Kool-Aid.
It
Like
did.
tropical punch Kool-Aid.
Tastes it and smell like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I liked it.
It was
though.
good.
Yeah.
It was just too much. Like it was just too sweet.
I can see that being overwhelming for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm not a sweet person.
Yeah,
Like,
me
I don't
neither.
mess with- You know, I mess with sweets too much.
I feel that. But yeah, it was there. I like how, at least that I like how they had their own little concoction of something to
Yeah.
try. You know, so and it's all just like, you know, store like name brand shit that you can buy anywhere else, basically. So that was cool. But yeah, so what I was gonna say before that, we all had the same appetizers, which was sambusas.
Sambusas.
And that is
It's like a little fried pastry. It's stuffed. Think empanadas. Think beef patties. It's all the same shit, just with different stuffings. This one had like beef and potato, some spices, some garlic, some herbs or something. It was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the best sambusa I've ever had.
right.
Like easily.
I only had like 2, but it's top 2, but it's not 2.
But that shit was head and shoulders above. Yeah, I need more.
For sure.
I'm not even hungry, but I need more.
Like,
My man ate like 12.
Yeah, he did. He ordered at least 15.
got a to-go tray.
But yeah, so those are our appetizers. In regards to our entrees though, obviously we all got something different. So for mine, I got the chicken steak, which is marinated chicken breast filet with their special house sauce, and it's grilled and it's served with rice, pasta, or cornmeal and salad. It was definitely good, I would say. I like their 2 better. Both of theirs better. That didn't sound right. When I said their 2. I like both of theirs better, but we'll get into them next. But it was good for sure. It wasn't bad by any means. I felt like it could have been a little bit more tender, like kind of like, you know, just easily just fall apart, whatever.
The chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I feel that.
Right, but flavor wise, it was good. The rice was good. They also give you a banana. And so that was my first time ever. It's supposed to be tried with the entree itself. So that was my first time eating, you know, banana and rice together. So that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, it was a very solid dish for sure. But yeah, the chicken could have been like softer, more tender. But yeah.
I can agree with that actually. Like we'll say like when I first saw it, like when you gave me a piece, I'm like, ooh, boy, this chicken cooked to shit. Like, it was looking stiff, but it wasn't nearly as like overdone as I thought it was about to be. I'm like, this is about to be rubber. But what a couple moments prior to that, you were saying you like your chicken like cooked to hell.
Chicken cooked.
Well done.
So I'm like, maybe that's a cultural thing. I don't know, but yeah. It's probably not. It probably is.
I think that's just me.
Yeah.
I had some chicken where it was a little red, and I'm like, man, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
You want to do like medium at all?
On the steak, I might eat a steak like medium, you know, well, or something like that.
Medium well. That's
Is
it.
that medium well?
I don't know, bro.
I think so. Is that where it's a little pink,
the
like
tiniest.
the tiniest amount?
Yeah, medium well. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going all out.
But you should try medium.
Right.
Medium's that nice, perfect balance, bro.
Ain't about the camera on my steak.
I said camera on my steak. Yo, what?
Nah, medium well with a tad bit of pink.
Okay.
Splash.
Camera.
On my steak. I'm saying that shit at every restaurant I go to from now on.
Right.
Yeah, like, how would you like your steak cooked? Your camera on that bitch.
Right. I need all the pink.
All of it.
All of it.
I'm on that.
That's
I don't
hilarious.
fucks with that.
That's fine. Alright, what'd you have?
I had the goat meat with rice. It's like goat cubes. Like it's not like a big ass leg of goat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
I'm actually not sure what part of the goat it was.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it's just like it just comes in like cube. Yeah, it was good. It was definitely good. I mean, the rice was well seasoned. The goat meat was well seasoned. I mean, I was raised on that, so I never really like not liked it.
Yeah.
And it all. And to be honest with you, it all tastes the same for the most part. Like most most Somali food won't taste the same. Like, I really couldn't tell the difference than what I was raised on either, for real.
Okay.
But it was good, though.
Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah, no, it
It's definitely good for sure.
This nigga.
He about to cut your ass out.
Right.
He cut that shit off and rolled over.
Mm-hmm.
I already know why this nigga called me.
Yeah, that goat for sure. I like that. First of all, I like that it was in cubes, so it was much easier to share. And like, oh, here you go, boop, boop. Whereas with mine, I was like trying to cut pieces off, and it shows harder. But so yeah, it definitely was more tender. And I liked. I don't know, like I like trying, you know, just your out of the ordinary like meats. So like, you know, chicken you can get like chicken like damn near anywhere. You know, you can't necessarily get goat just any old restaurant. So I like that it's more of a just out of the norm type food for sure. And it was, yeah, it had great flavor. And to me, I think it was like the middle of the pack between the 3 entrees. I think I like yours the best.
Yeah, mine was going crazy.
Yeah.
I won.
Right.
It was a barbaric piece of lamb.
Right.
I had a nice lamb shank. I wish I could tell you what it was braised in. I genuinely do not know. And the menu was like wildly, what's the word I'm looking for? Vague.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it says, like it was slow roasted, seasoned in our house spices, and cooked in olive oil.
Right.
Like you're not telling me much of anything. Like it's like sure there's some spices in there I could pick up probably. Like no, not really. I don't know. It's good. I'm not familiar enough with this type of food to be able to just. Yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. I got a phone call last time, and I ain't doing it again. I got cussed out.
You did it. He did get cussed.
I'm not doing it again.
That was hilarious. Holy shit. But yeah, no.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it really
It was
was.
extremely tender. Like literally, like it was like I put my fork into it one time, and then the whole shit was just like, oh, like we done. What's good? Yeah.
Like
it was great.
yeah, mine was good. I'm like, okay, it's good. I had yours. I'm like, oh, okay, that's even better. Yours was the one that made me like literally like exclaim, like, oh, it's good, right? I got hyped for a second. Like, yeah.
Oh, actually, I didn't even talk about yours. I like. Hold on, you got goat. Yeah, I like goat. I don't think I've ever had it on a time when I didn't. Oftentimes people like don't like it because it's like kind of gamey, which that wasn't extremely gamey. Like maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy. I will say though, I wish it would just been a little more tender. That's it though. Like it was seasoned really well and everything, but
that is not that. And then another thing is sometimes you can get pieces that are more bony than meat too. Like like for people that probably never had like the goat meat or goat cubes, like think neck bones or something. Like you gotta really like get in the corners to get the rest of the meat.
Right.
You know what
You gotta
I'm
work for that shit.
get at it.
Yeah. That was the only thing that I've never like really liked about goat meat was just you might get a big chunk here, but then you might get a bony piece here and be salty.
Well, it's gonna be alright. That's alright.
Right.
But yeah, my shit was outstanding.
It was.
Yeah. We all had the same like rice and banana and little like weird salad type thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
That's what that's you either get rice or pasta there. Everything comes with a salad. But I mean, a salad. I had to show them with the banana and the rice.
Yeah.
I like it adds a little sweet texture to the like seasoned rice or whatever. So
the rice had like peppers and onions in it. I never would have thought to put a banana in it.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
I need to travel more.
I didn't know that. I know that was the thing.
I don't know, but
okay.
It was good. I don't know. I'm gonna start doing it at home for no reason.
For sure. It was a nice.
Niggas got some rice. Let me throw some bananas.
You know, this nigga crazy.
Excuse me.
Right. Nah, it was a nice switch up in texture though.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, those are our entrees. Service wise, I mean, so we got our food and then dipped out, so
yeah,
can't really say much to service. But she was nice, you know, personal. She was
Yeah.
laughing with us when she didn't know like what was in the smoothie exactly. She was like,
Yeah, she's like, I don't know.
right,
Guava or something? I don't know.
right, dragon fruit or something. But no, yeah, she was nice for sure. That's really much we can say about that. Price wise though, I would say this is
A lot of food was pretty
it's
cheap.
a lot of food, like
It's
very
not the price,
affordable.
but like
Yeah.
that's just how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of, you'll be full for sure.
Yeah.
You might even, you can get 2 meals out of it if you really wanted to.
I have a second one in the refrigerator right now.
Yeah.
At this very moment.
Alright. Like I probably still got half of mine left, maybe.
I killed mine, so no take home bull.
Alright. So yeah, not definitely worth the price for sure. You'll definitely get your money's worth, without a doubt. But yeah, overall though, I would give Ginevra Cafe I'd give them like a 3.25 out of 4. Just because like if that chicken was better and like more tender, like along the lines of how theirs was, it probably would have boosted it up even more. But yeah, it wasn't bad at all, and I just like the flavors. I really did. The flavors were there, but it was just mainly like the tenderness of the chicken, which kind of like dropped it down some. But still, 3.25 out of 4, like it's not a bad score at all. So
Very good score.
yeah, I liked it a lot.
I finished my food, so I'm gonna just go ahead and give it the 4. I think I even might have been the first one done.
You would, but you smashed it.
Going
Yeah, for
crazy.
sure.
So I'll probably just give mine a 4 for real.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, like I was saying, it's food that I've always ate growing up, so it wasn't like, you know, too different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was craving it for weeks. Weeks. So when I got it, I could give it a 5 if I could.
He about to overcome it.
I needed some
Oh,
Somali food.
shit.
Going crazy.
Right, breaking barriers.
That's off the charts.
Right.
Shorts.
I'm gonna add another star.
Nah, I'll give it a 3.
Okay.
Just a solid 3. Really just like the overall combination of like all of our foods, I would, like a 3. Everything was seasoned really well, cooked at least decently. Chicken was a little overcooked. But to compensate for that, I had insanely tender lamb shank. So yeah,
And sambusa.
that sambusa was going crazy.
Sambusa was going crazy for sure.
I guess I
Like-
can't forget about that. Yeah, that's another thing that's pushing it to a 3. My fault. I got an erection thinking about this. I'm just playing. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Shit was very, very solid and delicious.
Word of the day.
And
Solid.
probably nutritious. You feel me?
Very nutritious.
Very
You
nutritious.
feel me? I got my potassium in with the
Right.
banana.
Banana. You got your grains in with the rice.
They gave us complimentary water.
They did.
Gave
They
us a
did.
bottle of water.
They got free water.
We didn't have to pay for it. We didn't have to pay for it.
And bottled water too. It's not like no cup.
Right.
Bottled water.
Zach, thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Did you figure out that bar or no?
Oh yeah.
It's okay if you did.
If you did, yeah, that's fine. We've been talking and shit. So.
Oh. Damn. It was one too that I just cannot picture right now until I hear it.
Mm.
All I'm gonna say is Nasty though, lately I've been in my bag. You see the mouth on the tag. I wish I came up with that one. Just gonna go ahead and do that.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Okay. Did you have any last like shout outs you want to do or any upcoming projects you want to speak on or anything of that nature?
Events, anything like
We got a lot of events coming up. We doing with Bobby Couch. She got an event this weekend called Bob Shella. And then we doing one on Sunday with another artist called Fredo Bang.
Okay.
That's gonna be at Scully's. Every weekend's pretty much booked for the summer. So
booked and busy.
Right, busy man.
Booked and busy, and it's better when the money coming in.
Right.
Right.
Which makes all the difference for us this year. I got a project with the Dream Catchers coming out.
Okay.
That's coming out this month.
Okay.
Good.
I want to say this. You guys might be the first for me to actually give the date.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Exclusive
Yeah,
content.
But nah, definitely this month. Fresh and Motor's still out. We still going strong with that. But this new project with Dreamcatchers we're calling it Faces.
Okay.
Just like I was explaining earlier, I just got so many different sounds and different elements of my musical craft that, you know, we just had to mesh it all together into one thing.
Okay.
You know, so that's why we ended up calling it Faces.
Okay.
But that's coming out. Shout out Dreamcatchers for sure.
Right.
But other than that, that's pretty much it, man. Shout out MOUF Worldwide, my dogs, Nash to Go, King, you know, more. But yeah, pretty much everybody out here doing their thing, man. I love to see the growth that the city has going on now with all the creatives and everybody like you guys, and you know, creating outlets for people like this to come in and talk and be able to share dialogue with and things like that. So shout out to y'all, you know, everybody around.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Right, thank you. For real. I know we know you're a busy man and whatnot, so as you made out time for us, we appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Of course.
I'm always down to eat.
All right, there it is. Everybody is. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this week's episode. Make sure you go on the website, buy a shirt if you haven't already. Tip your damn servers, as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
See you.
Damn, like, it can't hold out just for that long. That was so short.